Hey everyone, this is Uthris. Welcome back to Let's Build Lothloria, episode 47. So last episode we worked on this wizard's tower, and needless to say, I didn't really like it at the finish. I wasn't too happy with it. I mean, it's okay, but I don't think it's as grand as people want or desire from an actual wizard's tower. So I went ahead and reworked it into, say, a visitor's tower or I mean, you could technically call it either a princess tower. I'm just calling it a visitor's tower because I would expect, like, some wizards, if they're visiting from another place, to stay here while they're talking, have a court with the king, but that way they feel a little bit at home. And then for an actual mage area, we're going to be building that somewhere off in the distance, a little bit more isolated in a proper, very large wizard's tower, because this is just too small of an area to do it justice, I think. But you'll see I reworked the kind of front end just a little bit to give us a extra medium-sized room, and I think it turned out fairly nice. I'm still having problems going upstairs for some reason. But yeah, we gained this little side room, and I think it's fairly spacious. It's basically what the old large balcony was. And I felt like that was such a waste of space, especially since the floor above it had a balcony. And so what I did was I made this one slightly larger to accommodate, and threw a roof over the old one, and a little awning down there over the front porch. So it looks a little bit better, I think. It's just not solely a wizard's tower anymore. That's about the only update I can give on that. So hopefully today's building turns out a little bit better. You know, some days you just get off and you don't quite build quite as well as you usually do. It happens. I'm not too worried about it. And, you know, honest reviews and telling me what you guys honestly think, I think that is a very important part of doing a Let's Build, because, I mean, I might think it's look good, but if the majority thinks it doesn't fit or doesn't look quite right, let me know. I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I mean, hardly at all. I mean, really, the worst case scenario, I'll tell you guys to go fuck off and keep it my way. But, you know, generally I'm open for changing and working on a couple of iterations of a building. That's okay. Doesn't bug me one bit. Let's see. Flying around, added a small little farm building out here in the field. This one's a little bit special. It has kind of a deck for a front porch. It's kind of off the ground. And then also on the inside, it actually has a full kind of upper level, which is very rare for these little farmhouses. The view is very nice, very wonderful view of the lake. And when water gets added, or if it gets added, or however they want to handle it, it's going to be very nice. I think the devs occasionally watch my videos. Water, I don't think a flowing water source would work in this game. I think the best thing to do is to have it as just a voxel, just like everything else, except for this one is transparent with watery effects, and you can swim through it. I mean, I think that would be the easiest way to handle water initially. Eventually you can have a volumetric system if you want, but having water just as a voxel, I think, would work just fine. So let's see. I don't think I've done anything else. So today's episode, we're going to go ahead and work on a winery. And because this place is going to need a source of alcohol, and I flattened out this little plateau area just enough to fit a building onto it. I'm getting a lot of texture tearing now. I don't know if the latest update, like last week, messed with anything, or if my save is just getting to the point of being too large. I mean, my frames have dropped a decent amount. I mean, when I first started building, I was getting 60 FPS, and now we're hovering around 30. So you guys are going to probably notice that, and there's not much I can do about it. I'm going to have a fairly decent computer, so it's just, you know, it's a beta game. It's not optimized. It's not even beta. It's like alpha. So it's not even optimized in any sense of the form. So, okay, that's enough rambling. I'm just going to get to building, I think. You guys don't come here to listen to me talk. Watch me build cool shit. So, let's see. This thing's going to have a cellar and then also a deck, I think, to actually crush your, I don't know, grapevines and things like that. So it's gonna have a lower area for kind of a storefront or storage area for like things being imported and exported quickly, and then a lower basement area. Or you know what? I'm gonna carve it into the mountainside. I don't think carving it into the ground would look quite right, and really, why waste going down when you can just go in, I think. So I'm actually going to move the building back just a hair. Give us some room. And then a side deck, I think, over here. And we're going to be doing that by laying out pillars. And I'm going to be putting a wood block up to represent just nice sturdy supports. I don't do too many open structures like a large porch area, and then of course the under storage of can just be you know, extra storage, could house who knows what else. What else? Kind of a even number building, which is always kind of a pain to deal with, but these double doors really help with that. Oh no, I'm just checking something. I heard a weird noise and I don't know what that was. Whatever. Hope that doesn't come through too loud for you guys. I don't know what it was. So let's see. A window on this side. And we're going to go ahead and cut this building like so, just to make it work. So this back area is how you'd get upstairs. This front area is kind of a shop. Underground, well, in the side of the hill, storage. So that'll be nice. Suppose we need some more windows out front. Make it nice and inviting. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then, do I want to do a... Can I start the staircase here? And does it clip through the door too much? The answer is yes. I guess I have to go with one of these, but you know what? I'm going to move the door over, and we're going to do a standard staircase. I think I've been relying on those curved staircases a little too much. And it's okay to do a asymmetric building. I mean, I'm kind of getting into a bit of a rut and doing the same design over and over and over. So we'll just change it now. Let's see, where is my wooden floor? Here. Okay, and I need wooden floor in this whole area there. And then large wooden supports, I think, would be best. At least for that area. And then these ones, it's probably not long enough to actually do the large ones, so we can just throw on these smaller ones. And then plus also it leaves the entrance to this area kind of open, more open to get things in and out a little easier. Sometimes you really got to find the sweet spot for these pillars. Like, it's not wanting to go that way. Sometimes you have to flip them around in opposite directions. It feels like sometimes the hitbox just doesn't line up like a... It has to be facing a certain direction to actually be placed, which is weird. Let's see. You know what? No second floor. Why would we need a second floor? This place is just going to be nice and open. The deck will provide the only second floor we have. And so what I'm going to do, I think, is something like this. Might seem a little weird, but we need a doorway here, so this is pretty much the only design I could think of. Double window. Why not? And that's really tall. It's gonna look a little oblong. Wow, that's like 3 different sized roof. That usually doesn't work at all. I have no idea. Now I'm just lost. Could look at a reference photo, I guess. I've been trying not to this whole series. I haven't really looked at anything for any of these buildings. I'm just building, which has been working out fine for now, but I'm just kind of hitting a creative wall, I guess. Let's see. I'm sure you guys are like screaming. It's like, oh, you should be doing this, because that would make sense, and I can't hear you. Maybe I should do a live stream one day. Kind of get instant feedback. So this needs to go over 2. I mean 3, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get out. And we need one of these here, even though that's the complete wrong side. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. This probably will end up looking terrible. But I don't care. You just try not to get too attached. What does it look like from in here? Really weird. Really, really weird. It is open though. Oh, that side profile. Not good. Not good at all. So I'm going to get rid of this front facade. I think that's the best fix for this. And we'll just carry this shape over. Just like that. And then what I can do, maybe I can work in some large peaks. This way it stays low, but it doesn't look too weird. I think that'll work. So peak there, here. Okay. I think that looks a little bit better. A little bit more interesting, at least. This I need to replace so we're not getting that cutoff on the roof. And then this whole thing, I could almost treat it like a covered roof. And have that open, but no, I don't think it would look right. Ooh, I know what I could do. Maybe. Is if I just expand it upwards. One. Should be able to get the door in. And then also get some sort of roof going. And to create a third layer, I might just do one side. Let in a bunch of light with it. That looks bad. Great. Okay, and we're at 20 minutes. Alright. I'm going to try and fix this off camera. And I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. Yeah, be right back. Hey everyone. Welcome back. So, this is kind of the finished look. So I turned the deck area to an outside entrance, and then made it into a giant tub. This is where you would actually crush the grapes, and little pour spout right out here. I think it turned out pretty nice. I put a little bit of an awning over it. That way there's just something different than just roof. And then added a front porch on this end. Lowered, of course, the roof down, the total height, so it looks a little bit better overall. Inside is still open. We get an awesome window view of timber. You can see how old this tree is right there. View of pretty much nothing. The front porch, though, the view out here is pretty nice. You get a good view of the monastery and some of the windmills. Back through this back area and little hallway, this is going to end up being the wine storage. I haven't finished this area yet, but it's going to be very similar to the bottom of the tavern. Just kind of hitting my limit. I've rebuilt this like 3 times now, and it's not 100% happy with it still, but it is nice. I mean, it's totally a different building than anything I've done so far in terms of utilitarian and you know, the woodwork to make this nice kind of cylinder shape was pretty complicated to do and a little tedious, but got it done. Yes, it has some holes in it, but nothing I can do with that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a comment on what I should be building next, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.